Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I realize it's been a while since you've seen me and seen updates on my fish tanks, but this COVID thing, I wasn't down for very long. I went almost immediately right back to work, and I'm working more hours than I ever was before. So 10-hour days plus an hour drive each way, half hour for lunch. It doesn't leave a lot of spare time for filming and stuff like that, specifically when you're working, every day of the week and stuff like that. So let's get right to it. I'm upstairs, so let's go ahead and look at the planted tank. So I have not seen the 2 albino bristle nose that I put in here, but the super red, I see them all the time. I can see them in the back there right now. The big dumb betta is still big and dumb. He seems to, wow, I don't know what happened to his fins. He seemed all right the other day, and now his fins are burned up. So I'm going to have to look into that. But everything's going well up here so far. I'm guessing he probably tore up his fins digging along stuff. He's always digging at the bottom. So anyway, we'll move on downstairs to the saltwater tanks. So the saltwater tank here, the cube specifically, it's a little dirty. I need to clean it up. But the fish are doing good. The Recordia frag that was in here. So when I moved this light, somehow I ended up leaving the blues off. And so I think the Recordia frag was kind of losing out because of that. And it fell off the frag plug, and then I lost it entirely. So I mean, theoretically it could still be in there, but it's probably done for. So I did finally start getting corals for the other tank, for the Reefer 250. And of course, it was hard to start getting corals because like the local fish stores were not open, or they just didn't seem to want the business or something. So I finally got tired of dealing with them and started, going online and checking stuff out. And so I bought some corals online. That's where I got this green star polyp frag from. And I've gone ahead and glued it down so I won't have the trouble with this urchin over here running over it and knocking it over all the time. But it's been doing pretty good since it's been in here. It's been in here about a week and a half now. It's not fully open right now. It opens like way up. I mean, it's been really nice in the tank so far. I did buy some new corals that just arrived today. They're starting to acclimate in the back there. It's a carpet anemone, and I'm not sure what that is. They sent that to me for free, and there's not really a label on it. But it's some kind of stony coral, and I think I've got one for the other tank, so I'm going to put that one in here. Over here to the big tank, you can see this is one of the boxes of corals I got from Aqua SD, and there's the corals in there. And I got this one from Aquarium Depot, I think. And as far as Reefer 250, I've got stuff acclimating obviously, but look in here, I finally got my first corals in here. These came from, let me see if I can find the card here, from Frags to Fishes. And they have nice coral auctions and stuff like that. So I got this pulsing xenia here, and there's a Blasto Merletti down there, and I'll try and put in better pictures of these as I go along. And then there's some firework cloves there in the back. And I did have one new fish in here, and he jumped out the night before last, so still just the same old fish in there. I did just drop in a serpent star, and he disappeared down that hole there. But the new additions that's going in right now, got this coal tang, aka yellow eye tang, and he's just about ready to go in the tank. And then I got the new corals going in here, but we'll update you on those later when they're actually in the tank, and what's in here and what's in there once I get everything situated. And I'm probably going to need your help because I'm probably going to put all this stuff in the wrong place, because like initially I had that that pulsing zinnia here. I had that in the middle and the flow was just way too strong. As you can see, it's kind of strong over here too, and I think the bottom half of that is starting to melt now, which I'm not happy about, but the other half of it seems to be doing fine, so we'll see. All right, well, all the corals are in the tank, but the lights are going down. Did get some pictures. I'll stick them in here as I read off what's in here. My little cheat sheet here. So I've got the one nem back here in the corner. You're not going to be able to see it in this light. I got this carpet nem here. Those are firework cloves. That there in the top is that one there, the really twisty one, is a Superman Monty. This is some kind of eye chalice. And I'm going to have to look up what that fuzzy guy there is. And then I've got an Ultra Recordia here, which I think that's a Yuma Recordia. Then I got a bunch of Florida Recordias here. This little orange one here, green one next to it, and another double one there, and the coal eye tang hiding in the back somewhere. Again, I'll put the video that I took earlier of him in here. All right, welcome back. It's the next day. So let's look in on the tanks and see how we're doing. So I thought that green star polyp frag was glued down. Apparently it wasn't glued as good as I thought it was, and it got pulled up. Still close to the same spot though. So we'll have to find some new glue for that today and try and get that secure, but I gotta go get some glue. So carpet anemone stayed in the same spot. I want to think it's a stylo that I got for free. Seems to be doing good and open there, so I guess I got a good spot for that. Checking in over here, carpet anemone here is going deep into the crack in the rocks there. The bubble tip still back there in the corner. It's attached to the wall though. And let's see, we got the accordion front here, seems to be alright. Stylo up there, Superman Monty. Gold eye chalice, although it certainly doesn't look all that gold. And then I had to move this Recordia here from on the rocks because it was looking kind of ripped up, and it's still kind of moving around a bit. I'm not too sure how safe that's going to be there, so might have to move him again. But the other two Recordia seem to be fine. A little green one here, orange one there. And then everything else looks fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and break out some of this. Let's see, where is it? I got some reefroids with the first corals I bought. Nice little sample. So I'm gonna mix up some of that and feed that to these guys, or feed that to the coral anyway. I just fed the fish in here. I gave them some of the fish eggs and the coal tang in the back wherever he is. He's awfully hidey, but he seemed to eat the fish eggs, which he's a herbivore, so I was kind of surprised by that. But yeah, so he eats the fish eggs. So this Recordia here, pretty sure it's a goner. I don't think that's from where I put it. I think it just didn't survive the shipping process. It's certainly deeply cut on the one side, split across the middle. Just not looking good. So unfortunately that one's not going to survive. Hopefully the rest do. The rest of them all look okay. But yeah, these are like my favorite corals. So the idea was to maybe turn this rock into a Recordia garden, but I'm probably have to cut these frags down or something and get them to all stick to this, to glue onto this rock. And the only thing I have to cut them with is the cabbing machine in the basement, which I use to cut obviously stone and decorative stone here from Michigan, which some of it includes copper. So I can't use that saw to cut frags with, so I got to come up with some other idea. But in the meantime, I'll just kind of like leave these guys here. It looks like there's a nice low flow pattern here where it's protected by this little rock here, and that one seems to be doing fine in that spot, so we'll see. But yeah, as far as where I've put what corals I have in here, let me know if I should try and move something. I mean, the anemones are going to go wherever they want to go, but as far as like the stylo here, or the Superman Monty, or the eye chalice, or even the blasto, if you think something should be moved somewhere, let me know. I haven't been real successful with keeping coral, so that was part of the reason why I got this bigger tank, was simply so I could keep coral. So let me know what you think. Alright, so before I go, the number one thing you guys always ask me about was this cabinet here and putting some lights in here. Well, I've gone and I put lights in here. It's just a self-adhesive USB string light. It's on this nice little switch to keep here, and it lights up pretty well. Obviously without the fuge light, you can't see in here with the lid on it, but this lid I made is working out pretty good. It is in fact aluminum, since it hasn't rusted yet. It's covered in salt. And then I did add some pods in here. Not really going to be able to see them, but a whole bunch of amphipods. I got those from Aqua SD, I think, and they seem to be taken on pretty good. So yeah, that's probably going to be it for today, and I'll see you next time.